Well, the Senate begins debate on the health care bill today. Will Majority Leader Harry Reid be able to woo enough conservative Democrats and Republicans to make reform a reality?
We are asking Roger Altman, who was Deputy Treasury Secretary in the Clinton administration during a failed attempt to pass health care legislation back then. Roger is currently chairman of Evercore Partners and a Bloomberg contributing editor on healthcare. So, Roger, let's start with the healthcare debate. We've got a lot to talk about, but do you think Harry Reid is going to be able to corral the necessary support to get this bill passed?
In the very end, I think he will. This is going to be one of the most fascinating legislative procedures in many, many, many years from a tactical and procedural point of view. But I believe in the end he will. Remember, he has lots and lots of flexibility, including, if absolutely necessary, dropping the public option, which would likely garner the necessary Democratic votes, the 3 key Democratic senators, and move the bill through the Senate. So I think ultimately he will.
Okay, so that's the nuclear option, effectively dropping the public option. What about the other horse trading that's likely to take place? What other things are going to be added to this bill, larded on possibly, and what's going to be taken away in your mind?
Well, a lot of that has already been done in order to get the 60 votes that were necessary 10 days ago or so to invoke cloture and bring the bill to the floor. I don't know what additional horse trading might occur, but I don't think it'll be very major, other than the possibility of putting aside, as I say, the public option.
The option of government insurance plan, but also abortion funding seems to be another sort of red button issue. And the two that I keep reading about, those are exactly the two. I mean, can Reid get this done? We know he wants to finish by Christmas. Is that a possibility?
Well, first of all, I don't think the Christmas deadline is assured at all. This could easily slip into January. If you were betting, you'd probably say at least 50-50 that it does. And I'm not sure that's a big deal one way or the other, even though it would be nicer from the point of view of the supporters to have it before the end of the year. But on abortion, the key problem there is on the left. In other words, the House version of the bill, which essentially said none of the subsidies that are in this new health care bill will be allowed to pay for abortion, invoked a great outcry on the left. But in the Senate, the problem is in the center and on the right, with senators like Lincoln and Landrieu and Nelson. And with them, the abortion issue is not the problem. So I don't think that's a key problem in the Senate. That will be a key problem at a later stage.
How much are the Democrats falling apart? You seem to be pretty optimistic that this is going to get done.
I don't think the Democrats can afford to fail. In other words, the alternative of going to the voters next November, where they're already going to have problems for economic reasons, and saying, we know we took this on, we know it was our #1 goal, but we couldn't do it. I don't believe that's an alternative. So I think that the Democrats have to succeed, and despite the tactical and procedural difficulties that we're all going to see play out again further, they will pass this. Now, the question is what this is and what changes will take place between now and the final bill. And there are many, many stages to go here. Remember, even after the Senate, then you have the conference between the House and the Senate, which will be extraordinarily difficult and contentious. But I do believe in the end there will be a bill.